Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'll be introducing you to the Flexbox in Bootstrap. What is Flexbox? Flexbox is a layout module that makes it easy to design flexible, responsive layout structure. When you have a Flexbox, you don't need to use the CSS float or positioning properties. To create a Flexbox, we use the class.flex-container. To save some time, I've already created the Flexbox. So in my index.html here, I've made some modifications to the file. I have changed the heading on line number 14 for the H1 heading tag. On line number 11, I've also changed the title to say Flexbox. I have defined the Flexbox on line number 16, and you do that using the class flex-container. I've also embedded some div elements inside the flex container, and these are going to be referred to as the flex items. I've also made some changes to the CSS file. So I'm going to click on the style.css here, and I have given some styling to the flex container. So this is a class called flex-container, and these are the properties I have given the flex container. The flex container becomes flexible by setting the CSS display property to flex, which is what I've done here on line number 2. So by setting this to flex, it makes the flex container flexible. I've also given the flex container a background color of blue. And here I have a different set of styling for the div elements inside the flex container. So the flex container, and then you have the angle bracket div, which means I'm referring to all the div elements inside the flex container. So the div elements inside the flex container are going to be referred to as the flex items. So I've given them a background color of yellow. I've applied a margin of 10 pixels. I've given it a padding of 20 pixels, and the font size I've set to 30 pixels. I've also got an H1 heading tag, and I've applied some basic styling. I've applied padding to the top 40 pixels, padding to the bottom 20 pixels, and I've aligned the text to the center. So I'm going to open up my index.html file in the live server. So I right click and select open with live server, and that should launch. So this is the Flexbox container. The blue background here is actually the Flexbox container. This is known as the parent. So a Flexbox layout must have a parent element, and we set that using the CSS display property. We set that to flex. So the blue background here is the Flexbox parent. And then we have some direct children or child elements of the Flexbox container, and these are known as flex items. So at the moment I've got 3 divs which are nested inside the Flexbox, and these are referred to as the flex items. The div elements are direct child elements of the flexible container and automatically becomes flexible items. There are several properties that can be used on a flex container, and they include flex-direction, flex-wrap, flex-flow, justify-content, align-items, align-content. I'm going to be covering each of these properties in separate videos. In this video, I gave you a brief introduction to Flexbox. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.